today we will see some basic things we needed for the any SDE role. Mm, so if someone review your resume, first of all they see your education background. After that they see the experience portion, okay, experience portion, and after that the personal projects, okay, personal projects as you mentioned, and technical skill and the interest you have. If you mention any certification course and another things, all that mentioned in a resume achievement, you can put your all the coding profile, contest everything, and the position and responsibility. These are the things. These are the basic things you have to mention in your resume. Okay, let's see. If you mention any project, okay, project, so we have to answer this question. If, for example, if someone added or mentioned any project, okay, first of all they mention the tools, technology they use while making while the process of doing the project. So if they mention, for example, if someone mention the React.js, so he or she has to know the basic functionality why they use React.js, okay, why they use they use, okay. So first of all, why they use, okay, React.js, Gemini, Firebase, Tailwind CSS, Google Cloud, all these things. Are the important. If you mention any, uh, if you mention anything, for in my case, I mention I use an AI powered and web app in which I use something that reduce I use AI based something that reduce the 60 to 70 to 60 to 70% time, reduce the 60 to 70% time while manually searching things and giving result. After searching things, this doesn't mean that you feel free, you can enjoy everything, okay. So AI helps in planning and plotting everything within 5 to 10 seconds, okay. And all the data are given, and user the user experience by automating the complex decision, resulting in faster and personalized and hassle-free things, okay. So the first thing is that technology stacks, so in which React JS, Gemini AI, Firebase, Tailwind CSS, Google Cloud are these things are used, okay. In many of the user mention chat apps and all these things. So in which if someone built from the scratch, they use MongoDB, Express.js, React.js, Node.js. And if someone use a third party APIs, so he definitely mention the um, if someone use third party app, he definitely mention the MongoDB, Express.js, all these things, Express.js, Stream, something, all these. So let me snap it. After that I will show you. Mm, So let's see. So I mentioned a React.js. Okay, React.js, Gemini AI, Gemini AI for any AI based things. Tailwind CSS, Wind CSS. Okay, and in another web app things or any project, I mentioned Munstack. Okay, Munstack. Okay. First of all, we have to know the knowledge of the Munstack. So M stand for the MongoDB, E for Express, R for the React, and N for the Node.js. So why I use MongoDB? Okay, Express.js, Express.js, React, React.js, okay, and Node.js. So I have to explain these things. Okay, and I I also explained that I use third-party APIs. So these are Stream, Stream Chat API, Google Map, um, Stream Chat, Google, Google Map Place API. Okay, and for the database and things, I also use for all the things is Firebase. Firebase. Okay, Firebase, Cloudinary. What is the use of Cloudinary? I will see one by one. So first of all, I had all the things interviewer asked during my interview process. Okay, also explain the WebSocket. Okay, what is WebSocket? JWT's thing, JWT thing, and decrypt. Okay, decrypt. Okay, and this one, and also to develop this feature, all this recording, authentication done by this. Communication were deployed in MongoDB, CDN, okay, all these things. And these are the project things we have to answer. After that, after that, after that, they will move to the your technical skill. As you mentioned, tech skill you mention in your resume. So if you mention the programming language, C++, JavaScript, okay, JavaScript, SQL, and Python. So that they definitely ask the basic of these and these all three ones. Okay, and the framework and library. In frameworks or library, you definitely mention all the Munstack thing where React, mm, Express, React, and Node.js. So framework things. After that, the databases and the clouded, you know. So databases for the you definitely know NoSQL databases, data and MongoDB, and for this SQL one. And if you also know the AWS thing, so what is AWS? Okay, you have to know what is AWS. Okay, developer tool, developer tool, you definitely use Git. Okay, GitHub, GitHub, VS Code, and some of the use Sublime Code. These are the code editors. Okay, Sublime Code, code editor, and these things. Okay. And after that, you also mention the concept and the courses. So the core subject of the CS fundamentals as the OOPS, DBMS, operating system, software engineering things, and web dev. As you did this, and also know the web development. Okay. If you know the further skill, it is not mandatory to mention, but if you know the all the basics fundamentally, also mention the system design things. You have to study the how we design the system, how we scale all these things. Okay, and apart from all the technical skill, you have also you have also you also have to mention the soft skill. So For the soft skill, all the problem solving, collaborative, time management, all these things happen. Area of interest, the area in which you are interested to do. So full stack, also known as full stack and full stack. Okay. Collaboration, full stack, also in cloud computing. Okay. And AIML, if you are interested in AIML, the most wide rating networking things, and additional expenses, REST API development. Okay, real time real time systems. Okay, so these are the overview of your what the interviewer asks from this question. Okay, ask the question. Okay, if you if you mention any certification course like C++, DSA, or cloud computing, and all the things, CN. So as I mentioned CN in my resume, and all the certification of the Python, C++, Python, C++, operating system, all this. If I mention in my resume the certification course, that the interviewer might definitely ask from this topic. Okay, okay. So how if okay, so let's see one by one why we use all the basic things. So let's start with okay this one. So 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 let's see. So I have to explain why I use React. All React, Gemini, Tailwind CSS, MongoDB, Express React, and StreamChat API, Google Place API, Firebase, Cloudinary, WebSocket, Bcrypt. Okay, let's cover first of all the project things. Most commonly, most common question based on kick stacks. Okay, kick stacks. Okay, so whenever the interview asks why you use React, so you have to explain. Hmm. See, if interviewer asks why React.js, so for the React.js, React React.js. So for the React.js, you have to mention because React.js use React.js to build a fast and interactive and component-based front end. Okay, that support a real-time things. Okay, so it is a component-based architecture. Component. It has a component-based architecture. Okay, so it is very fast and it is very big and high community. Okay, and smooth and interactive. Okay, what about Node.js? Node.js. For the Node.js, they use Node.js because you use Node.js to run the backend using non-blocking or event-driven architecture. Ideal for the API or the real-time communication. All these things. For the use to run the backend non-blocking things, non-blocking. Okay, or event-driven architecture, or it is a event-driven architecture. Event-driven architecture and it even driven and ideal for our ideal for the API and the real-time communication based real-time communication things. Okay, Express.js is actually a lightweight backend framework. It is used to build a REST API and handle the routing middleware thing and integrate the authentication thing. Okay, so whenever someone asks about the Express.js, okay, so Express.js mm, we have to mention it is a lightweight backend backend framework okay, to build what build REST APIs and handle what and handle all the routing things. Okay, routing thing middleware things and integrate all the authentication features. Okay, lightweight backend is a backend framework. Okay, and REST API middleware and integrate authentication. Okay, and after that we move forward for the why. One of the most important question: MongoDB. Why MongoDB? Actually, and the reason it is used because it is flexible, no SQL database. Okay, okay.